All right, you guys, today I am going to check out what is in garage number 111. Let's go see if the owner's here and see what he's got.
Hey Miranda, good morning.
How's it going?
I'm doing good, and you?
Doing good.
Good.
Let's check out what's in this garage.
Well, welcome to my garage. This is garage number 111 in the beautiful, beautiful M1 Concourse up here in Pontiac, Michigan. So take a moment, come on in and see what's in my garage. This is my very small garage, but it's very important to me because it represents my love affair with cars. The first car you see here is a Porsche Turbo S Cabriolet. This car is one of the most powerful Porsches made. It's 620 horsepower, and it goes 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. I've never done it, but everybody tells me that. It is pretty fast. It's very important to me because Porsche has been part of my career and my after-career life here at M1. I drive a Porsche. I used to work for Porsche. I have a little bit of Porsche in my blood. Also back here is another very important car. This is a 1957 Porsche 356 Speedster tribute car. This car was really the car I wanted to show the evolution of Porsche from its very early days. It has an air-cooled rear engine, sports car, sports suspension, and the same philosophy today holds true in like the Porsche Turbo. Rear engine, sporty, sports suspension. This car is a similar car to what James Dean drove. He didn't die in this car, he died in another one, but he had a Porsche Speedster just like that. This is another car. This is a Mazda MX-5 Miata. This car is really my track car. This car is fantastic on the 1.5 mile road course here at M1. I drive it on the street, I drive it on the track. It's a wonderful car, and it could embarrass a few other cars on the track. So that's kind of my garage, but I'm here not just because of the cars. I've lived 50 some odd years in the auto industry, and I've had a lot of experiences, and some of the things in this garage kind of reflects my past experience in the auto industry. Come on upstairs. So this is like a 600 square foot garage, and then there's a loft that I built, which adds another 590 square feet. But this is a place where you can just gather, get together. I have friends up here. We party, we talk. My wife and I come up here and we just sit and watch TV. But it is, again, our home away from home, or my home away from home. I have some memorabilia, which is quite personal to me. All of these cars represent something in my life, in my auto experience, or in my personal life. This car is particularly interesting. It's a 1956 Chevy Bel Air convertible. My wife and I went on our very first date in this exact car, this exact color, white walls and all. This is a 1964 Pontiac Grand Prix. Again, my wife and I drove that car on our honeymoon. We got married, basically, and drove that car away. Again, some memorabilia from my times at Audi, my times at Porsche. This is another significant car. This is a 1953 Ford. This was my very first car that I owned. And if I ever saw one today like it, I would buy it in a heartbeat. Again, this is some models of that I built this model of the 356 Speedster, which is downstairs. I have several watches that I have collected over the years. This watch is particularly meaningful and personal to me. This is a Porsche designed watch made by Orfina, and it was made back in the 70s when Porsche design first started, and it was given to me by Dr. Ferry Porsche. He actually took this watch off of his wrist and gave it to me because I had done some very, very interesting work for him and his family. And this is very, very meaningful. And the watch is, I think, pretty valuable, or I hope it is. Again, personal things. These are watches from Mazda. I did some work with Mazda. We developed this watch for the launch of the Mazda 6. This is a watch from ThyssenKrupp, which is a German steel conglomerate. Before I retired, I was the executive vice president of ThyssenKrupp USA. We're big steel and automotive parts manufacturer. So also, I have to have a picture of my family. These are my 4 daughters and a couple of our granddaughters. I have 10 grandkids altogether, but a couple are missing from here.
I like that everything has a meaning here, but I am curious, what is this?
This is something very interesting. I was working for Mazda. Mazda at one time was in the process of creating a luxury brand, luxury division, you know, like Lexus and Infiniti is to Nissan and to Toyota. So Mazda was going to launch a new franchise called Amati. And I was on the PR team, and we were coming up with ideas to present as gifts to launch the Amati to our dealers and to the members of the press. So this is a very interesting because it has Amati in there, and we put this together that it is made of all the materials that are in, that was supposed to be in the Amati, even granite. They were supposed to have some granite, rubber, stainless steel, brass, wood, and clear plastic. So, and this never was launched, but I would say today that this is probably to a collector pretty valuable, or it makes for a good baseball. So that's kind of some of my memorabilia. As I said, I did some work for Porsche. Over the years, these are some of my favorite early Porsches that date back into the late 60s and the 70s. This is one of the famous Porsche Carreras that was in the first IROC race. But again, a collection of Porsches. And this is one of my Porsches, and this is a silhouette of that car.
So this garage, when you got it, was it kind of a blank slate? I mean, I like that you have this living room area, you've got a kitchen and even a bathroom.
Yeah.
What all did you do as far as just the layout with that?
When you buy a garage initially here, and I bought this garage in 2017, you buy a white box, a big white box. So what we had to do was to have a loft installed. This is all steel under here, this loft. And then me being kind of a guy who likes to save a buck or two, I personally laid this floor myself. I built these cabinets. These are IKEA cabinets. I built them. I transported some of the things from our bath area myself. And then I had a young man come in and frame out this and hook up all the plumbing and hot water heaters and all that. This is totally air conditioned. So we can sit here in the summer, 90-degree days, and be comfortable. We also have a good social community around M1, which is one of the real important elements, I think, of M1. It brings people together under an umbrella of automobiles. And this is a fabulous place.
You said that your garage was set up for you, and I think that it's really, truly a great representation of your career and even a place that you can hang out with your family.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Over here, for example, this logo was given to me when I left working for Mazda by the folks in the PR department of Mazda, and I think is a wonderful symbol over our couch. of Mazda. It's their brand logo.
I love it. And you have a good look out to the other garages.
Oh,
There's always stuff going on here.
There's a lot going on. There's always traffic going up and down the street. As I said, we have nice neighbors too. Nicer neighbors than I have at home, I think. But because we all think alike about cars, and it's really a good group of people.
This is awesome. I love your setup. I really think this is probably a similar setup to what I would want. Show off the stuff that I've collected over the years and just have a spot to hang out with friends and family.
Yeah. And again, there are garages here that are worth millions. Not with the cars, just the garage itself. But again, this is my home for me.
It's perfect. You've got your hangout, you've got your spot for your collection, and you've even got your spot for your cars that you even take on the track, which I know you're doing today.
Yes, at 1 o'clock, I'll take the Miata out.
It's so cool that you can have a spot where you can hang out, you can make memories with people in your garage and on the track, and with all kinds of events here at M1.
You're absolutely correct. And again, it goes back to this place. It's a very special place. There's very special people here, and I just love it. I just love it.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your garage with us.
Hey, I'm happy to do it just because I love the autos, I love the cars, I like to talk about them. I've spent over 50 years in the auto industry, and I have a lot of historical stories to tell. So
and
maybe
great.
some other time.
They're great. I mean, I think we've got a good snippet today, and we're going to let you go so you can get out on track. We're excited to see your car out there.
All right, thanks very much.
Thanks so much. See ya.
Okay, right, thanks.